Wow. Let me say this because I'm just waking up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, June the 16th, 2021. I want to thank God not for just waking me up, but allowing me to sleep through what I heard happen last night. This way, as a LeBron James fan, I does not have to say that I watched Kevin Durant have the greatest playoff performance in NBA history. I'm so glad as a LeBron James fan, I did not have to witness that. Wow. Unbelievable. KD, 49 points, 17 boards, 10 assists. That's a triple-double, baby. 3 steals and 2 blocks. Oh, my goodness. 16 for 23 from the field. This young man missed only 7 shots and played all 48 minutes. What? The last time we see someone play 48 minutes in an NBA playoff game, of course, was the King, LeBron James, Game 7 versus the Boston Celtics, I believe, in the Eastern Conference Finals. Or was that the Eastern Conference Finals 3 years ago? But this is not about LeBron tonight, or this morning, rather. Unbelievable, man. Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets, they go up 3-2 over the Milwaukee Bucks in the semifinals of the Eastern Conference playoffs. What an unbelievable win. I fell asleep at halftime. Milwaukee was dog walking Brooklyn. James Harden came back 1 for 10 from the field. 1 for 10 from the field. I think he had maybe 5 points total. KD was pretty good in the first half, but Milwaukee just had it going. They was up double digits the whole game. I think I fell asleep at halftime. I think they was up 14. I wakes up here in the middle of the night, and social media is going bananas. Jeff Green, his partner in crime, pitched in with 27 points, 3 assists. He shot 8-11 from the field. 7 threes for Jeff Green last night. Wow. Unbelievable. This is definitely Kevin Durant's greatest playoff performance. But according to these highlights and the reaction and the impact, this may be Kevin Durant. This may be the greatest all-time performance in the NBA history as far as the playoffs go. Relentless. Look what was asked of Kevin Durant before tip-off. We know KD can throw up 30, 40, 50 points a night. But we also knew that Kyrie wasn't playing. We didn't expect James Harden to play. So earlier in the day, the sentiment was KD is going to have to become a facilitator. KD is going to have to do something in the playoffs that we've never asked of him, nor have ever seen him do before. And me personally, I'm like, yeah, he going to put up the points. KD not walking out of no game with no 12 assists, 10 assists, especially if he has no help. I say he going to go crazy. He's a scorer. He's an assassin. That's just not KD's game. When I looked at the stat line when I woke up, man, oh my goodness. I was just so grateful that God had me sleeping through that I did not have to witness that. It's making my stomach turn. Wow. Those boys showed off. It's over for Milwaukee. It's over for Milwaukee. I'm seeing some of these people, some of the analysts on post games talking about how Milwaukee just need to let it go. I think Kendrick Perkins was saying, the Bucks just got to let this one go. You're not letting this one go. Giannis in the post game, he already pronounced KD as being the greatest player to play in the game right now, the best, which was very disrespectful. I don't want to hear that coming from my superstar in the middle of a series. Shout out to Giannis for giving KD his props. It's not that I don't feel like KD don't deserve the flowers. I don't agree with the statement. I still feel like as long as LeBron James is on the court, LeBron James is the best player in the NBA. But KD, wow, man, That was sick. That was sick. And I'm just looking at stat lines, highlights, this, that, and the third. For y'all that witnessed that, must have been a something special. But shout out to Kevin Durant, man. Unbelievable performance. He has put now Brooklyn in a position to possibly close this thing out in Milwaukee on Wednesday night, I believe, game 6. Woo. Jeez, me Christmas. KD played all 48 minutes. All 48 minutes. Now, James Harden, he came back. He thugged it out. You know, I'll give James Harden his flowers because he tried to thug it out regardless of what he scored. You know, I think his presence was big. If he did not play or if his presence wasn't there, that would have been interesting. But, man, KD did it. KD did it. He definitely did what I didn't think he was going to be able to do. Man. So shout out to Kevin Durant, the Brooklyn Nets. Wow. How did Milwaukee drop the ball like this? You want to fire the coach? You want to fire Budenholzer? Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. This thing needs to blow up one way or another unless they win the championship this year. But it looked like to me Milwaukee is out of gas. You can't lose a game like this. Even though they were on the road, you can't lose a game like this after playing so well in the first half and Brooklyn not playing so well. The role players especially. And then you have no Kyrie and then James Harden shooting 1 for 10. Giannis did not want no smoke with Kevin Durant. At no point of the game do I recall, because I did see the first half, I will admit that much. At no point of the first half did I see Giannis take any type of responsibility to want to guard KD. And apparently that same notion spewed right into the second half because KD almost ended this thing with a 50-point triple-double and a win after being down by double digits. No Kyrie and James Harden shooting 1 for 10. That is unbelievable. So what can I say, man? Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. I'm not going to go off of the cuff off of this and say, oh, yeah, Brooklyn is going to win the finals now. I'm not going to go off the deep end and say Kevin Durant is the best player in the world right now. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. But he showed off last night. In other news, in the NBA, you know, I'm really pissed off now. So they announced the NBA all teams last night. First team, second team, and third team. First of all, LeBron James did not make NBA first team, all first team. He made the second team behind Kawhi Leonard, I believe. The media need to stop this blasphemy. The hate is so real. And I'm going to tell you how much the hate is real when it came to these awards last night. Salute Royal Plug, Grand Rising King. I'm sick to my stomach right now hearing what KD did last night in Brooklyn. Terrible. But speaking of the media and how disrespectful they are, Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell missed out on over $30 million apiece last night because they were snubbed from the NBA all team, from the all NBA team for the 2020-21 season. Unbelievable. Check out some of the numbers of the people who were snubbed last night. Jason Tatum, 26.4 games he averaged, points a game he averaged this year, which was a career high. 7.4 rebounds a game, which was a career high. And he averaged 2.9 3-pointers a game, which was a career high. Jason Tatum got snubbed. Russell Westbrook averaged 22, 11, and 11. Another triple-double year. He was snubbed. Now he averaged. Now we know what Russell do when it comes to the actual the actual rebounds and assists and the triple-double as a whole, but he had career highs this year as an average when it comes to rebounds and assists, 11.5 and 11.7. 11.7. Yeah, G man, I'm up early, man, because I fell asleep during the first half of Brooklyn versus Milwaukee last night, and I saw Milwaukee up by 14, and I'm sitting here like, yes, it is over. Milwaukee is about to close the door on Brooklyn, and I wake up to what is being said may be the greatest NBA playoff performance of all time. I cannot take this as a LeBron James fan. Other people that got snubbed last night. Donovan Mitchell also had all career highs this season, averaging 26.4 a game, 5 assists, average 2.5 3-point a game. He was snubbed from the All NBA team this year. Zion Williamson averaging 27, 7, and 6. But Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell, if I was them, I would have beef. You cannot tell me that those two guys are not one of the top 15 players this season. Them guys missed out on $33 million last night because of media voting. What up, Queen? I didn't know that was you, G. But this is pathetic. I'm in my bag right now, man. This is pathetic. Speaking of Jason Tatum has committed to playing USA basketball in the Summer Olympics. So that is some good news coming out of Boston. But who cares, really? The media has shortchanged these guys out of $33 million. Two guys that had career highs in every statistical category this season. So I really feel bad for them dudes. I really do. But man, what else is there to be said about Kevin Durant? It's going to be the talk of sports today. And Giannis conceding in the post-game interview, calling Kevin Durant the greatest player out right now. That's icing on the cake. Yes, Queen, $33 million these guys lost on last night because of media voting. So that's a done deal. Unbelievable. But again, shout out to Kevin Durant, 49, 17, and 10. He played all 48 minutes last night. Like I said, the last player to play all 48 minutes during the NBA playoff game was LeBron James back on May 27th, 2018. Game 7 versus the Celtics of the Eastern Conference Finals. I am so glad I was asleep last night. I would have been sick if I had to wake up and get on air and tell you guys that last night was the greatest game I ever seen from Kevin Durant. I'm so fortunate that I didn't get to see that I was able to miss that because I would have been tight. Congratulations to Marv Albert, NBA Hall of Fame broadcaster, the Nets Hall of Fame broadcaster. They actually honor him, made him a custom jersey last night. Marv Albert said he was going to be retiring after the Eastern Conference Finals of this year. What a great run. Marv Albert may be the greatest NBA broadcaster of all times, one of the greatest sports broadcasters in history. I'm 43 years old. I came up on Marv Albert, NBC, NBA on NBC. This man has had an immaculate career. He's calling it quits after the Eastern Conference Finals. He was honored yesterday in Brooklyn. But good God Almighty, Kevin Durant, Jesus Christ. And Giannis didn't want no smoke. I don't want to hear anything about no Giannis, the Greek freak, anything. This is the guy who won 2 back-to-back MVPs. He did not step up to the challenge at all. And I didn't even see the second half. So I know he didn't step up and offer to lock in with KD one-on-one. Pathetic. I'm done. 5:30 in the morning. I just had to get that off of my chest because what I witnessed in the aftermath was sad. Really sad, man. Congratulations to my guy, the king, LeBron James. He made his 17th NBA All-NBA selection this year, more than anyone else in league history. So LeBron found a way to make some history last night. Let me see if I can pull up exactly who made these All-NBA teams so y'all can see where my frustration lies. So the All-NBA first team, we have Steph Curry, who didn't make the playoffs. We have Giannis, who's getting totally outplayed by Kevin Durant in the playoffs. We have Luka, who played well but got bumped in the first round. We have Jokic, the Joker, who was named MVP of the league, who just got destroyed by Phoenix, got swept. They're done. And Kawhi Leonard rounds out the five for the first team. Kawhi Leonard is playing well. The second team for the All-NBA squad, we got Dame Lillard, Julius Randle, CP3, Joel Embiid, and LeBron James. Third team is Rudy Gobert, Jimmy Butler, Paul George, Bradley Beal, and Kyrie Irving. I'm really pissed off at that. LeBron James was an MVP frontrunner for the first half of the season until he got hurt. But, shout out to the King, man. He's now the first player in NBA history to make 17 All-NBA teams. I really feel like they shortchanged him. But going into year 19, man, my guy's still putting up big numbers, making big noise. And until he walks off of this court for good, I will never say Kevin Durant is the greatest player out right now. What Kevin Durant did last night was special. But we saw LeBron do this 3 years ago in a more important game, a game 7. To go to the finals. So we're going to put some respect on KD's name for now. But I'm telling y'all, man, y'all just have no clue. Y'all have no clue how sick in the stomach I am. This is ridiculous. You are now rocking with the best, man. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell. Like, comment below. Let me know if y'all was woke when y'all saw this history being made and what y'all reactions are. Because God was real for me. He allowed me to sleep through this. Because I would have been sick if I would have had to admit that I watched Kevin Durant perform the greatest NBA playoff game in history. It may be true, but I didn't see it because I was asleep. All hail King James with the Brooklyn Nets led by Kevin Durant, 49-point triple-double. Goes to Milwaukee for game 6, up 3-2. I think it's over. I think Brooklyn is going to be heading to the Eastern Conference Finals. What a performance. Kevin Durant played all 48 minutes last night. Man, KD's a problem. KD's a problem. I can't question him anymore. I'm still questioning Brooklyn's defense. Overall, I will stick to it until the end of the year. I don't feel like you can win an NBA championship, a 7-game series, without defense. But when it comes to Kevin Durant, what he can and cannot do, I don't think you're going to hear that coming out of my mouth again. You are now rocking with the best. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. I'm Seven Mitchell. Me, myself, and Miss J will be at y'all later on live this evening. Checking us out on the podcast, man. We're going to have so much to talk about. Make sure y'all check out the full podcast on iTunes and Spotify, man. Best of 7 Sports Talk. If you guys would like to contribute or be a donation contributor to the network, links are in the description box. We got merchandise available. We got a Facebook, the big group available. I need to see y'all, all y'all sports fans. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all have a great day. I got to get myself together. I just can't fathom what KD did last night. And Giannis didn't even attempt to pick this young man up. Giannis ducked that smoke. And I'm not letting Giannis get away with that. But we're going to talk about that live later on tonight, myself and Miss J here on the Best of 7. So y'all have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be back later on tonight with a live show. We're going to break some things down, man, because the NBA playoffs is like none other. Congratulations to KD. 49-point triple-double. The Brooklyn Nets go up 3-2 on the Milwaukee Bucks. Game 6 in Milwaukee, I believe, Wednesday. The Nets looking to close things out. I'm Seven Mitchell, man. This is the Best of 7 Sports Talk. Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. I'm out of here, man. Peace.